This week on Blake Builds. Work is halted as we find a drainage chamber. But it's not on any of the plans or any of the drawings. We've got some Second World War plans and there's nothing on it. We call in the cavalry to survey the connecting pipework.
Hold it there.
And we take turns looking down an hole.
Okay, rolling.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. So here we are back in the cabin once again. As a refresher for anybody that is jumping in at this stage, we are in the throes of constructing a couple of buildings, 3 buildings in fact, for our businesses, Vale Automotive, JIT Logistics, and the 3rd building is going to be the Vale Hub, which is going to be a open plan communal workspace for the local community and our staff. And we're on now in a big way to doing drainage. You will have seen the swale ha-ha that we've already done, and that's actually looking really, really good, really happy with it. But we're off now to start and put drainage in, partly because we are waiting for the discharge of some conditions from our planning permission, because we are now using a recycled building, a second-hand building here. The dimensions are very slightly changed. We had to make a material amendment application, which takes a while to go through. So we cannot do anything above ground, but below ground we can get cracking. So we've got a huge rainwater tank, rainwater storage here, which is about 100,000 litres of storage capacity. And we're going to use that to wash the vehicles for JIT. We're going to flush the toilets, we're going to irrigate the site and look after all this nice planting that we're hoping to do. So this is this honeycomb sort of shape that's on here, and that's been designed in a certain way to keep a low profile. So in this bottom corner there's a couple of tanks down here, and you will see there's these different lines. These 2 lines are pipes that are pumped from these 2 pump stations here. They're pumped down, and they're actually pumped out of our site down to the corner of the airfield and into a culvert. Now, a culvert is basically a pipe that's buried in the ground, and we have got permission to discharge water from our site at the rate of 7 litres a second. But basically all the water is going to be treated, stored, handled, and then pumped down to this culvert under controlled conditions and discharged into the stream. We might use the digger or a pipe laying machine to dig it out and trench it, trenching pipe laying machine. So A.D. Widdowson's probably going to come along, and we might capture him coming along. But in the meantime, we're going to dig out the foundations for building 1.
You found something?
Oh, never a dull moment this job, is it? Should we have a look?
Yeah, what you found?
Well, I think it's just an Andre manhole. But it's not on any of the plans or any of the drawings. We've got some Second World War plans and there's nothing on it. And in true digger style, you know, digger driver style, I've just ripped the thing off.
Oh, wow.
There's a whole chamber there, look.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. And it's got an incoming and an outgoing pipe. So do I dig it out and do away with it? What does that pipe come from? Where does it go? Do you leave it and put a manhole cover over it? I've literally just knocked a manhole cover off and found a chamber right in the middle of where my building's going. Well, I can't do anything. We can't do anything more now, really. What I want to do really, Sean, is that one. Yeah, I want to know where the inlet comes from, if we can, because we'll have to divert it, because I don't want to block it off really, because it must be draining something off. We'll divert it round it, but I don't want to divert it at the edge of here if it's over the other side.
Where's the footprint for the new building? Where's that?
Well, this is building 1, and it goes down, the pegs down. It goes from that corner down to here, So from there to here. That sort of job for building 1. Oh, happy Monday morning, everybody, and we're here with Adrian Widdowson, who's a local legend in the agricultural world. Has got all sorts of toys I can only dream of, including trench laying machines and other things. And then we've got my good and dear friend, Mr. Sean Wallace, over there. We're going to survey this pit, hopefully, and see how far it goes. If not, I've got another chap we know, Neil of CPS, who's got this thing that's tracked that can go up the pipe for bigger pipes, but hopefully we're going to see exactly where the inlet for this chamber is and the outlet is for this chamber, and we can work out how we're going to divert it round it. And would you believe it, it's right in the middle of building 1, because nothing's ever simple, and yeah, continue my plight of doing something wrong in a previous life. While Sean sets up, do you want to look at the other stuff?
Yeah, absolutely.
Concrete.
That is exactly the same as the other one.
To it, then, wouldn't it? And then that makes sense why the angle's ever so slightly out. It comes straight down here and then across to that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, well that makes complete sense, doesn't it?
Because that's what I was trying to get my head around down there. I was thinking the angle doesn't quite match up. But I bet if we open that up, that'd come across like that. Well, there might be more down there and then it just shoots in. I don't know. So I don't know if we're going to have to dig it all out or if we'll find another solution. I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like. Oh, let the camera adjust. Yeah, it looks to me like that's the pipe thing coming there. It's quite low in that culvert, isn't there? There's a lot of water sat in there still.
The one that comes across, that can only come from within the site, can't it? Because it can't. We've dug through.
Well, I don't know how deep it is, and I don't know. It might. I think it might just go to the edge of the runway, and there's a land drain there, and that just feeds from the land drain into that chamber and then down here. You've got to watch him because we'll have missed it all. We found a manhole. Yeah, exactly the same. In line with it, so I'm pretty sure where that goes.
Yeah. I got this far, 27 metres, 1.3 metres deep.
1.3 deep?
Yeah. The first 10 metres knick-knacked, the rest of it's okay.
Oh really? What, crushed?
First 10 metres are all cracked and displaced and holding water. The rest is good. But the good news is there's nothing coming in. That 6-inch coming in is dead, been capped off.
Has it?
Yeah.
Where does it go to?
You can only get about that far up and it's capped.
Oh really?
Yeah. So that water in there is only obviously the water that got in through the chamber.
The surface wall. Oh.
Through the wall. You see that?
Oh yeah. Oh, it has been stopped up, hasn't it? It's actually been
Redundant.
Blocked up with concrete. Purposefully almost, isn't it?
Yeah. Proper job.
Proper job. All right, mate, nice one. Oh, well, you could have recorded it for me if I'd have asked, couldn't you?
It's extra.
It's extra.
Don't any witnesses. Shame you can't tap into that.
It is, isn't it?
Why can't you not use it?
Well, I don't know. I'll have to find out now, and we'll have to do a flow test on it. If we can't just no, well, that's the thing to do, isn't it? Definitely, I think. Even
enough, is it?
well, I don't see why we can't push our pipe up it.
Oh, inside it.
Yeah, just push the
You don't get very far though, would
get
you?
to that chamber.
Yeah.
But all the way down.
Hmm.
Not push that far, will you?
I don't know. It begs a question as to whether we have to. I think we'll have to talk to the forces, powers that be, to see if we can't. Because to me, I don't see why we can't. We need to get in there and measure the exact size of it, don't we?
You want, ideally, you want to nip down there and rip that manhole off down there and stick his camera down there.
Yeah.
We could acoustically trace it.
Yeah.
Whack this, see if you hear it down there.
Yeah, we could do a lifting that other manhole off and having a look down there, I reckon. I've watched how Sean does this. Oh, here we go, hammer off. Go for another bite. Go for another bite. You got it? So flop it right over. Well done. It's capped. Oh right, they're all capped off, are they?
See there?
Yeah. Well, that's interesting. I wonder why.
Yeah, why would they do that?
There's a lot of effort to go to cap them all off, isn't it?
Suppose you spill fuel or something on the runway.
Do you think they put it all in and then went, actually we need to stop that?
War's over now, I'll have to follow some regulations.
Could well be, couldn't it? Can we see if it diverts up there or
Which way down?
that way?
Yeah.
Ideally, I'd like to get to our boundary if we can. Is that? I'm going to do it. Don't pick your nose. Do you just do it behind it, Sean, not up tight and then? So we found another manhole a bit further up. Now we know what we're looking for. Sort of in line with the one that we discovered before. About 200 feet away, maybe 250 feet. And we've decided that we're gonna camera back from here, back to the edge of our site. So Sean's got his camera and camera reel, just his little one. He has got a bigger kit, and we're currently basically cameraing to check the integrity of the pipe all the way back to our site. Neil Walton was ringing me.
Oh, what's he want?
The job in Leeds doesn't take him very long. He can come this afternoon.
Is he coming?
Yeah. Sam can come this afternoon.
Yeah, let's see.
It's not what you know, so you know. Well, it looks a bit black over Bill's mother's, as they say locally.
But it was Maggie's mother's.
Well, I don't know. I think it's whoever you knew locally, isn't it? Yeah. Looks like we might get wet. I don't know if to walk back and get a coat now or if I'm feeling brave.
Feel brave, mate.
You reckon?
Yeah, I'm with you.
What do you reckon then, Luke? This is like boys and toys kit, this is. We're in the back of the CPS camera van with Alex and Sam from CPS, and we're going to put a camera down the hole again, a bit like we did with Sean, but this time is it robotic?
It is.
That's what it's called. What is that? The definition of it as a crawler?
Yeah, robotic crawler. I suppose
Robotic crawler. There you go. Just get Alex's best side. That's all.
I can get this on.
We're judging you now. Look. Yeah. Can you screw it on?
Pressure.
How many times have you done that?
Only 1,000.
Probably put some gloves on as well.
Yeah, I'm going to. Cheers, mate. That was my next job.
We've already talked about how never ever touch anything in a drain van without gloves
Without
on.
your gloves on. Especially not me.
It's this head, isn't it, Sam?
Yeah. Well, either one.
Oh wow.
I think we've just gone fire the van up. It seems to be dying quite quickly.
Proper bit of kit.
That's the actual camera.
That's the actual
Yes,
camera
that's
head
the
there.
camera head itself, and it pans and tilts as well, so it has a moving mechanism there and a moving part there as well.
It's got lights on the front.
Yeah, lights on the front and then
there.
big headlights on here to light the pipe up. What we do now is we test it before we get it in the pipe. That's the headlights.
What, and that just self-spools when it's pulled?
I'll
does
pull it off. It will pull itself if you get it in the right location, but particularly when you're this far away from a manhole, it requires somebody to pull it off so it's not putting strain on the back. It's one of my tasks.
Oh, good old windows. That's a nice mechanism, the way that
Re-goes
moves across, isn't it? Yeah.
And it's also got auto wind, so you just wind itself back in. Well, I've got CP1 and CP2.
Whatever you'd normally do, Sam, really.
Catch pits.
Do you want the rope?
Trouble is, it doesn't have anywhere to hook it. Whereas these ones, you lower them down on the hook. That one doesn't have anywhere to hook it, so you just have to loop the thin rope round it, but it's been taken out and not gone back in.
Want me to go and find something?
Yeah, we've got a rope.
Men looking down a hole.
Hold it there. Possibly a bit of root that one. Forwards. Something's been compacted on top. It's got a big stone smashed through it. You see all these little piles of mud on the joints, that's where you've got ingress of water coming in and it brings fine soils in.
Right.
So your joints aren't fully sealed completely. So whether it is just land drainage, if it was designed to take the water off out of the ground.
How far are you?
80 metres.
How far do you reckon it is to that other manhole?
We're going again.
It's got to be a good 100 metres, hasn't it?
It's got to be 100, isn't it? 120 or something, I reckon.
Yeah.
As a rule, they don't tend to do more than 100 metres, but that's more of a modern day thing. Obviously, we don't know how old this is, so...
I reckon it's Second World War.
Yeah. But they do that with modern ones, because normally your jet hoses, your camera cables...
100 metres is about that.
Yeah.
Well, you have like 120 do or something.
Yeah.
Every now and then you might find some items of jewellery, or I think we pulled like an old Civil War knife out of a drain once in Newark. Well, the finder, who was Sam's cousin, said it was an old Civil War knife. Whether it was or not, another matter.
That's the way he listed it on
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Hey, there it is. How good is that? I'm not getting covered in mud. That is a sonde sender, and we're putting that on the camera so that when we pull the camera back we can track exactly the route the pipe takes with a rigid. You can pick them up with a CAT scanner as well, can't you?
CAT scanners pick up any signal, whereas these, you can tell the rigid scanners that we have.
Oh, to pick one specific.
What you want to look for, yeah.
So can you have multiple senders then out, and it would?
Yeah.
Yeah, different frequencies.
So the push rods give off a 640 signal, and that one's 512. So sometimes when we want to be mega accurate, we'll stick that on as well, and then you can take both readings just to make sure you're getting the same reading off.
You're not getting any interference between.
Signals,
right. In position.
I'm in position.
Is he ready?
Yeah, can we see him? Just go up a little bit.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Right, okay.
Right, we're coming back.
Coming back.
Okay. Hey.
Oh, right, it's there, is it?
So, well, you find these 2 points first. These are called the poles. So you line that bit up, and that gives you sort of basic direction the pipe's flowing in. And then you find your centre line between the two, which is also normally your strongest signal as well. And that gives you a depth of 0.9. And that's where we are. Got it. Just keeps bloody moving it. It might just be the volume of silt in there that we're getting stuck in.
Go on, go. You can see it, like.
I think you can see the light at the end there as well. I don't think the bigger wheels would help. I think we still get stuck. Go on, way over.
Oh, it's so close. Yeah, it's
I think you're going every time, don't you? And then it just catches. So I don't think we're going to get beyond
So it's something
that anyway, yeah, something in there. So the other thing is come back up the other way, yeah. Not going to fall down any holes, am I? Somebody laid a cable. Ah, so you think it's that there, yeah. It looks the right size. And obviously on the right line as well.
Yeah. Wants jetting, doesn't it, really?
Yeah. The other problem is obviously it's gonna hold that level. So ideally, yeah, you want to jet it and then come from that one again down this way.
Instead of coming down here, we'll come across down through this pipe with our 2 new 80mm pipes and then all the way down to the bottom. So hopefully it should save us quite a bit of money and time, but we've got boys from CPS here jetting it and doing a full survey for us so we can send it over to the drainage engineer so he can confirm that what we're doing is right for wind, because it's not enough to just say that we've surveyed it and it's all okay. You've got to get it all sent off and checked again and because we're deviating ever so slightly from the plan. So yeah, I'm going to give him a hand anyway, because it's quite hard work putting this high pressure pipe. It's good fun.
So I thought I'd come and look at this manhole again, just stare at it. The results are in. The survey says you can't use it. There's 6 metres of it up there that's collapsed. So it was a big waste of time, effort and money. There we go. So you'll see us in another episode. I'm back to plan A, to the original plan, which is to dig a trench all the way down here, which is almost exactly in line with this, but about 25 metres to one side of it. So I suppose it's more digger time. See you later. Next time on Blake Builds. Can you tell us what's happened, Ryan?
It's gone horribly wrong. So you're supposed to fill the tank with water and then equal amounts of concrete on the outside. Keep repeating the process so that the tank doesn't float if you just fill concrete around it, and the tank has floated.
Any learnings of the day?
Don't listen to the instruction manual, because you wanted to put more in, didn't you?
Yeah. What do they say? A good tradesman, it's not his ability not to make mistakes, it's his recovery from them.